Son, you become more grateful when you start intentionally focusing on the things that you have instead of complaining. I know deep inside you want to be grateful because you want to feel satisfied, contented, and blessed. Right now, I know you're feeling something is missing in your life right now. That's why you have been complaining lately. And I've heard you even told yourself, life isn't fair. You are unlucky. That's why you have been complaining. And I totally get that, son. Your hatred, your disappointment, your complaints are all valid. Let me tell you something very important. You can change your life, your identity, your situation when you start being grateful, and I'm here to help you figure out how can you be more grateful in life. First, let's start with your problem. To be honest, son, you complain a lot all the time. You complain about having no money, having no mentors, no resources, no food. Everything is a no. That's why I sincerely recommend this because it works not just for me, but it works for everyone around you in the world. Start being grateful intentionally. Appreciate your food, your coffee you drink in the morning. Appreciate your writers community, your mentors. Appreciate your dad, your family, and the small things. You have God, right? There's so many things to be grateful for when you look for it. Being grateful works all the time because when you're grateful, you intentionally look for the blessings around you, small or big. And when you're grateful, you remember those people around you, your mentors, your writers, your Christian community, and whenever you connect with them, you feel connected and you don't feel alone, right? And I want you to be more grateful every day. Make it a habit to be part of your routine until it becomes your part of your routine and it becomes your identity. And we can call yourself grateful. You are a grateful boy. So in my case, I intentionally practice being grateful. I appreciate my food, my coffee, the rice, and my coffee, the vegetables I eat. I appreciate my writers community because they are my mentors. When I want to learn something new, I just read their newsletter, their posts, their podcast, and I appreciate my Christian community because when I listen to their music, I felt connected with them and I felt connected to God. And of course, I make it a habit to listen to them, their music in the morning, watch their podcast at 12 sometimes, and read their newsletter at 1 o'clock, and I make it a habit to surround myself with them, the people that I look up to, that I admire. Now, let me give you two options. When you intentionally complain all the time, you become a complainer, obviously. You become ungrateful, bitter, and you feel lack all the time. You don't have this, you don't have that. Why do they have this? Why don't you have that? That feeling of lack. And people hate complainers because they don't want your bad energy. And I know you don't want that to happen, right? But when you intentionally start being grateful, you become grateful, of course. You become optimistic, warm, hopeful. You feel satisfied, blessed, and lucky. And people would love to surround themselves with you because they need your energy. They need your warmth, your optimism, your gratefulness mindset. They need that. They love working with you when you're grateful. See, that's how you become complainer and grateful. Now, which one will you choose? To be a complainer or a grateful guy? I know deep inside you won't choose the right thing, and thank you for choosing to do the right thing. Thank you for choosing to be grateful. Because right now, I think you're probably thinking being grateful is childish, cringe, and being grateful doesn't matter. Saying thank you doesn't matter. It's a small thing, right? Son, being grateful matters, and it will always matter. All the time, forever. Now, if you still complain and you don't start being grateful intentionally, imagine this: an old, bitter, grumpy grandpa. Do you want that? Of course not. That's who you become when you are a complainer, ungrateful. It's not good, right? Grumpy, bitter guy. Nobody wants that. But if you start being grateful today, you're just a Santa Claus. Like, kids would love to go to Santa Claus because Santa Claus is happy, cheerful, grateful giver, right? Do you want to be the Grinch or the Santa Claus? Of course, you want to be a Santa Claus, and that happens when you start being grateful today. And I know you can do it because I believe in you and I'm here to help you, son. Okay. And thank you for watching, son. And I'll see you tomorrow at 12. I forgot. Let me ask you, do you want to be grateful today? If so, appreciate your blessings. And thank you for watching, son. Okay, start time. So, look, behind me is the cocoa peat. No, not cocoa peat. It coconut husk. I collected it from earlier in the morning. There. And today I changed the plan. Supposedly, it was to do something other things, but right now I decided to fix the, I don't know the English term, but the place where you hang your clothes. So I'm going to the mountain to collect woods and That's my day for today, and I'll see you tomorrow at 12 noon.